I'm staking up my tomatoes today. I put cages around them temporarily until I could get the stakes like I wanted. And I'm working with several disadvantages here. One is that my garden is very late this year, and this time of year the ground below wherever I've tilled is just like concrete. So it's very difficult to drive stakes into the ground. And the other disadvantage is I have tennis elbow right now, and I didn't get it playing tennis. So pounding stakes in the ground is extremely difficult for me. So what I did was I bought a bulb auger, and I'll spell that because you probably won't be able to understand what I said. And I'm using that to drill holes into the ground to put the stakes in, and I'll show you how I'm doing that. The problem is I have a clay soil, and if any of you are familiar with clay, one of the difficulties with it is it shrinks and it swells, and when it's wet it is swollen. So that's the problem down below right now. It is all swollen to the point where you just can't shove anything else in there. So here's the bulb auger, and I'm going to dig a hole next to my tomato plant. And I planted these on the side so that the roots are all off to that side on each one of the plants. If I had planted them straight down, then this may be a problem, but I'm not going to hit the roots by doing this. So all you have to do is drill the hole in there. I tried this with my little battery-powered drill, and that drill wouldn't hold this auger in place. The chuck, it doesn't have a chuck. I had to hand tighten that, and this one has a chuck, so this one works out well. And I've read in the reviews that a lot of people complained that with this auger that their drill wouldn't hold it, but if this big one holds it just fine. The little one wouldn't do it. That's all there is to it. I just put the post in there, fill around. Tamp it down. It claims that this auger makes a 2-inch hole. That's not true. The hole is bigger than that. I'd say close to 4-inch hole. That's it. It sure beats trying to drive this stake in here with my arm feeling the way it does. I'm hoping that when it rains, this clay will tighten up around this post and it'll be a lot firmer. So I've got this one tied up, staked up. This is how I'm doing it this year. I got this bulb auger at Lowe's. It was $14 and some change. It digs a bigger hole than what they claim it does, and you need a larger drill in order to hold that shaft. When I was talking to a man in Lowe's, he gave me a great idea. We were talking about all the rain we had this year, and was telling him the difficulty I had with starting my tomatoes because once I hardened them off, all the rain hit us and they were just outside drowning along with everything else. And he said that what he did was he has a glass top patio table, so he just kept his up under that table so that they were sheltered from the rain, and on the off chance that we might get some sun, then they would be able to get the sun through that glass top table. And I thought that was a great idea, so I'm going to keep my eyes open for a glass top table. Might even be able to wrap some plastic around the legs and get yourself a little makeshift greenhouse out of the deal. So that's how I'm staking the tomatoes. I hope it helps.